Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. To the last night. We're going to catch the vibes conference. Thank you to my freshman from Livingstone College. Thank you to, I look like Jasmine coming on in here as well. Thank you to you guys. Thank you again to my people on Instagram. I am also doing this on Instagram Live, so I am on 3 different platforms tonight. First off, let me say before I even get into my motivational word for tonight, thank you to Justin Wade. Thank you to Miss Kirsten Stovall. Thank you to my academic advisor, Miss Boston. Thank you to my panel. My panel that will join me tonight, with the Q&A session. Thank you to them for joining me. But I won't be before you long. I will not be before you long. I promise you that. But throughout everything that everybody talked about this week, I entitled this one, Make This Choice Your Best Choice. Make this choice your best choice. And for my incoming freshmen, I want you to understand that your decision was came with the choice of family and friends and loved ones being in your life. So make this choice your best choice. Let's look at the definition of choice. Let's dive into it. Choice. It is an act of selecting or making a decision when facing with 2 or more decisions. An act of selecting or making a decision when facing with 2 or more decisions. Now, college students, with multiple choice, if you don't mind, can one of y'all put y'all
be sure to fully
mic on mute for me
and clearly circle your second.
So here it is.
I am not a mind reader.
When you look at it,
if you do not know an answer,
you had different colleges. Different colleges selecting you to go to your school. You had 1 or 2 colleges, 3 or 4 community colleges. And throughout that, you had to make the choice which one was best for you. But we also make choices in the clothes that we wear, to the food that we eat, to the car that we decide to pick to drive, to the people that we hang out with. Let's just keep it real. We don't hang out with everybody. We don't kick it with everybody. To the relationships that we get into. If we was to keep it real, let's keep it real in here. The relationships that we get into, we make those choices. To the places that we go, all those choices we make. But what if I told you the choice that you made for college? It's very, very important. My Aunt Nancy, she wrote a book entitled, God is Up to Something Concerning You. And in the book, in her first chapter, she wrote something within the lines that stood out to me, and it's my something to think about. If you ever join my live, if you ever hear me speak, I always give you a critical thought to think about before we dive into what we're about to dive into. And this is what she says. Your purpose includes your personality and imperfections, gifts, talents, and abilities, and most of all, your destiny. Let me say that again. Your purpose includes your personality, imperfection, gifts and talents, abilities, and most of all, your imperfections. So it's 2 key questions that I started to think about when I started thinking about your colleges and the school that you decided to go to and why you decided to go there. And here's the first question. Why did you pick the school that you went to? I asked this question on Facebook and I got some answers and I'm going to give it to you tonight. And what do you want out of this? What do you want out of this college life? What do you want out of this? The parties, the making the friends is fun. And I know everybody wants a scholarship. Everybody wants a degree. Everybody wants a good job. I know that. But it's some key important things that you should get out of this. I'm going to give them to you. So the first question is, why did you pick your school? For some of y'all, let's just keep it real on here on Zoom. It was for scholarships. Let's just keep it real. You got a good scholarship. School was all paid for. You know what? I'm going to that school because of scholarships and money. If you looked at your finances and said, maybe, just maybe, this is the only school I can go to because when I looked at my finances and situations, this was the only school for me. And then some people said because of location and convenience. Maybe you just want to stay closer to home. Ooh, or maybe you just want to get far, far away from home. Because there's some folks in your life that done turn they messed up in your life, done turn their back on you, and you just want to dip. And it's cool. It's cool. Or maybe because you love the scenery of the college and the family feel, and it make it feel like home, the convenience of it. And then maybe the job opportunity. Just keep it real. Some of us go to a bigger city for the job opportunities. Some of us go to a smaller school before the job opportunities. So all those things we go to school for. And then the family and friends. Maybe you got a loved one that's sick. I know for me, I'm just going to keep it real and talk about me. I picked Livingstone College because of the personal family reasons. And I knew I needed to stay closer to home. Was I upset with that? No, I wasn't. Because it was the best choice I made. The best choice I made was going to community college before I transferred to Livingstone. Or even your friends. Look, let me just say a sidebar. Do not just pick a school because of your friends in high school. Because I'm going to keep it real with you tonight. Some folks can switch up the flip on you. And now, instead of the school that you were supposed to go to because it was your best choice, you picked the school because of your friends. Don't pick a school because of your friends. Don't always do that. And then a degree in a special field. Sometimes you only can get a degree in this particular field. And so that's why you pick the school. And then you may pick the school because of the history or because of the sports. Or there are particular things that we pick schools for. But what if I told you? It's a deeper reason than you picking that school. It's a more deeper reason. What if I told you it was because of your personality and imperfections? The school needed your personalities and imperfections to help mold you, to help build you. You may not like the school that you at because it may not been the school that you wanted. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. I know for me, if I had the school to pick, I wouldn't have picked Rowan Cabarrus Community College for my first school, but it was the best choice that I made because it molded me and it made me. Maybe you didn't want to go to Livingstone College. Maybe you didn't want to go to North Carolina A&T. Maybe you didn't want to go to the University of wherever or the community college of whatever. But if I told you it was your best choice, because they wanted your personalities and imperfections. They wanted your failures, your flaws, your swagger, all of that. They wanted all of that, and they saw that. But you have to see all of that too. It's important when you see all of that. So they wanted your personality and imperfections. Just think about it. Why you think you're there? I'm so excited for the panel that I have. Because we're going to talk about some personalities and imperfections because they're all in leadership roles. And let me tell you, it is some struggles being in some leadership roles. You will go through some hell. But they wanted your personalities and imperfections. So here's the second point. Here's the second question. What do you want out of this? Okay, how many of y'all on my Zoom just want a degree and a job out of this? If you just type yes. If you just want a degree and job out of this, just type yes. Just be real with tonight. If you just want a good job and a degree, just type yes. We can be real tonight. We can be real. Facebook Live. Let's just be real. Because most of us want a good job and we want a degree. We want a degree. But There's 5 key things that I need to pull you in on, because it's more than that. It's more than that. It's more than you just getting a job and a degree. For you being at your school, it's about networking. You got to network. When you get there, let me tell you, when you get to college, come on, freshmen, come on, incoming freshmen that are incoming or upperclassmen, talk to me tonight. When you got to college, you said, "Oh, it's time to get right. We about to network. We about to make some friends. We about to get right." But what if I told you you needed to network with an administrator? You needed to network with an advisor. You needed to network with somebody in the community. You needed to network with somebody within the state, not just networking with somebody in your dorm. Don't just network with somebody that you smoking with. Just don't network with somebody that you drinking with. Just don't network with somebody that's at homecoming. What? Just don't network with folks like that. I need you to network with somebody in the community. I need you to network with somebody that's an administrator, because when you get up out of there, my mama would tell me, it's not what you know, baby, it's who you know. You need to know somebody. You just don't need to know who your roommate is. It's all good and sweet to know who your sweet mate is, especially in this day and time, just to make sure they clean. Because if you're going back to school, you need to make sure, make sure your sweet mate, roommate is clean. But you just don't need to network with your sweet mate. It's good to network with them. And you just don't need to network with your boo-boo. It's good to network with them, but your boo-boo is not the only thing you need to be networking with. That's the first one. I got 5. That's the first one. You need to network. You need to join a club or organization. I think everybody on my panel tonight, they are in a club or organization. And the crazy thing about it, if you know about clubs and organization, it was so wonderful hearing my former president of the North Carolina Community College, Miss Kirsten Stovall, talk about clubs and organizations. Let me give you a little sidebar to that. If they don't have a club and organization, here's your job. Make the club and organization. Get you some folks that want to be in your corner and make the club and organization. Build it. That's why your personalities and imperfections is there, to build stuff. You just ain't there to get a degree and get a good job. Please give back to your school. I don't care if your school got 5 buildings on it. Give back to it. I don't care if the finances isn't right. Give back to your school. Let me tell you why folks get a scholarship in their name. Because of clubs and organizations.
Why, Charles? Why, Doc?
It ain't just because they kicking back in their dorm room. It's because somebody done made a club and organization. The person that just passed away, Mr. John Lewis, just go look at all the scholarships that he have in his name. I just need y'all just go look at them. You'll be quite surprised. For some of y'all, for some of my HBCU students, y'all already know there are scholarships in the folks' names that you go to. For my folks on here, you better join a club and organization. For my folks that's in sororities and fraternities, let's just keep it real in here. The reason why you got some of the scholarships that you got is because of the sorority and the fraternity you joined. Let's just keep it real in here. We need to tell these freshmen this. It's not just about you getting your degree and getting a good job and then just saying, I'm dipping. Because then when you come back and all hell done broke loose, you trying to figure out, well, what done happened? Well, was you even giving back to your school? Was you coming to talk to the incoming freshmen? You know, saying, hey, I got 20 minutes, 30 minutes of my time. I can come give a tour. Join a club or organization. Because when you network, join a club and organization, here's the third piece that comes with it. Oh, you get to go to conferences. The beautiful thing about being
Talk about it.
SGA and I love being at my community college, and I love being at Livingstone College now because I love going to conferences. I love being able to network and being able to talk about the club and organization I'm in. I got to be on the state board. I got to be on the state board while at my community college, traveling the state while the community college was paying for it, going to conferences, speaking, helping other students. That's what happens when you network and join clubs and organizations. And then everything else comes. Because here's the fourth one. Because when you network, join clubs, and go to conferences, here's what comes with it. You build your brand. You want to have a business? Go ahead and go to conferences and network with some folks that's got a business, that can give to your business, that want to buy from your business. The beautiful thing about it is when I went to the UNCF conference, I was telling people, look, I've been writing, I've been doing this thing. I'm ready to start my motivational speaking platform. And one of the guys said, he said, I want to add you on Facebook so I can watch you do your craft. He said, I'm out here doing my craft. I want to watch you do yours. And guess what? It was all because we was networking. Please watch how your brand is. You better watch how your brand is. Walk around with a nasty attitude if you want to. Your brand will fail going to all these conferences and networking and being in all these clubs and organizations. And they find out that you have a nasty attitude. Once they find out you have a nasty attitude, I'm just going to keep it real. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. They will cut you off. You better go watch All About the Tree. So you build your brand, you build your brand. And so within that networking and within that job, joining them clubs and organizations, you go to these conferences and then you build your brand. Now, let me say for a sidebar before I get to the fifth one. I'm not telling you not to go to parties. I'm not telling you not to have your kickbacks. Please do that. Have a good time. Go to the club, go to homecoming, do your thing, electric slide, whatever, do your Drake dance, whatever you have that fun. I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you that. What I'm telling you is this fifth one. Do all of that, but here's the biggest one. Can you please just go to class?
Say it one more time. One more time, Charles.
Can you please just go to class? I don't care.
That's a good one.
How hype the turn up is at homecoming. I need you to show your butt up at 11 o'clock in that class. Because let me tell you what I'm not going to do. My networking, joining the club, going to conferences, and building my brand is not for me to have you cheat off me.
Yes.
So I need you to go to class. If you talking about you in Greek life or you in an organization, I need you to organize your butt to class and be the leader that you're supposed to be on.
Talk, sir, talk.
What it looked like you talking about, I'm in a club and organization, I'm going to these conferences, but you got a 2.0.
Yes, kind of.
What that look like? I'm asking questions. You talking about I'm strolling and all
Hey,
of
y'all.
this. You strolling your butt with a 1.8 GPA. You gonna stroll your butt right out of Greek life. That's what's gonna happen to you. You better take your butt to class. I'm just trying to help my freshmen in here. Please go to class. Because if my upperclassmen was to tell you, there's some folks that's at their school that's been there. We ain't even gonna talk about how long they've been there.
All right.
But they've been there. They've been there so long. All the board of trustees and the bishops know them.
What?
That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign if you've been there that long.
Know you by name. Talk, Charles.
But please take your butt to class. Go to class. if I can tell you what my 18-year-old self should have told me now, at being at 29, go to class. You can have your fun. Fellas, you can be all the player that you want to, but let me tell you what's going to happen. Your player going to run out real quick with these.
All right.
because they get grown and smart. Let me just
A player, but you ain't got no grades. What, Charles?
go to class and see. Let me say this for my for the players that's watching. Ladies, y'all gonna like this. Y'all gonna like this one. How you a player and she got a 4.0 and you got a 1.0 and she find out that you playing, but you try to outsmart her. But you sleeping and not going to class.
Talk about it.
I'm just asking questions here. Fellas, I'm just trying to help y'all. Go ahead if you want to. And when she knock at your door in Honors Hall 346, please don't come knocking on my door because I'm the RA. Thank you so much.
Don't come to the fourth floor, Doc. Don't come, Reverend.
Because let me tell you what I'm not going to do. Just because your butt didn't go to class because you was sleeping with somebody else. Please don't knock on my door because she cussing you out. You should have went to class. I told you. Didn't want to listen to you, RA.
Well,
Sleeping and creeping. What?
could be the other way around too.
It do. It do. It do. I was about to go there, ladies.
Say that, Charles. Say that.
Ain't always the
Go
guys.
all the way,
Ain't always
Reverend.
the
Y'all
guys.
do me a favor.
Go all the way, Reverend.
And
Say
I'm gonna say this for me.
Just
Throw it out there. Throw it out there. Just
Can
pour
you
the whole thing
stop
out there.
kicking the smart brothers aside that's just trying to give you a good conversation? Just
Oh
because
my
he don't
God.
look good, let me tell you, that he don't look good at the end of the day,
Preaching.
you're going to be the one laughing. And he's going to be the one laughing.
So I'm talking about. Yes.
Go on, Charles, and work. What, Charles?
You gotta say that.
Ladies,
Yes, sir.
Ladies, here's the crazy thing about it. He be the one to hold the door, try to give you a conversation. You know, be in class sitting at the front. You know, he having his nice clothes on, always asking.
All right.
And
You
you
right there.
give him the stank face.
You right
You might
there.
be giving your boss the stank face. I'm just gonna keep it real.
We're the three-piece. What, Charles? Talk good night. I hear you.
I'm deceased.
Sorry, y'all. I'm talking about college students, so I'm just gonna go in on y'all. I'm just telling y'all what happens on the college campus. If I'm lying, one of y'all can say I'm lying, but this is what happens.
You ain't lying, Doc. Take your time, Reverend. Go ahead, Doc.
Then knocking on my door when the fight break out and all hell break loose. I done told you to go in your room. We got class in the morning and a midterm.
That's good.
Knocking on my door. What you want me to do? Let me tell you what I ain't. You better try Jesus and not try me. That's what I am.
He's all right, Reverend. He's all right, Doc. Try him, Charles.
Yeah, I'm closing this thing. I'm for real. I said I wasn't gonna be before.
Don't leave us, Reverend. Don't leave us, Reverend.
We got
Yeah,
extra
Doc.
time. We got extra time. We got extra time.
Y'all, and I'm sweating too. I ain't even got my cloth tonight. I'm sweating. That's how good this
Man.
thing is.
Come
All
on, Reverend.
dead
You
and
and
all.
Charles. Doc, I'm coming over there now.
This is really astronomical.
So here it is. We're gonna close this thing out. So you gotta go to class. I'm sorry, I had to go off because it's some stuff that shouldn't be happening at a college.
Talk about it.
Teach you brown skinny Negro.
Your mama, daddy, whoever done took care of you, done paid your way, should not be coming to get your butt because you done got kicked out because your grades ain't high. You should be losing scholarships that folks done wrote off, done wrote all these references for you. You done got all these principals and state people writing stuff for you, and you get your butt kicked on out of school because you didn't go to class, not because you was fighting. Not because you was eating up all the food in the cafeteria. Not because your payment was too high. Because you didn't go to class. Now, let me ask you a question. What that
Ask your question.
Explaining to folks you got kicked out of school. because they're going to find out on the resume. Go ahead and not put it on your resume if you want to.
That's crazy.
Freshman, what am I telling you? If you don't go to class, then your livelihood is on the line.
Yep.
Your livelihood is on the line. And if I knew that at 18, y'all,
Okay.
I'll actually be starting to prepare to run for president.
No.
Vote for you, Reverend. Go ahead, Charles.
Go ahead and say, I ain't gonna listen to the 29-year-old because he don't know nothing. Okay, pity the fool if you want to.
Okay.
So here it is. So your talents, let's go back to something to think about here. Your talents and gifts and abilities are all wanted. Because no matter if it was your number one school, because for some of us, we didn't get into our number one school. And for some of us, we didn't. But if you got into your number one school, thank God for that. If you didn't, thank God for it. It was a reason. Some of y'all mad because you didn't get into your number one school, and maybe, just maybe, your whole blessing is right there at the number 5 school with the small D3 school with 2,000 students, and it may look like a little neighborhood, and everybody gonna know your business. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. But I'm gonna
keep going. Keep going. Throw the whole thing of barbecue sauce on there, but just throw it.
But here's the thing: they pitch you. They pitch you because they saw something in you. Ooh, ain't it beautiful when somebody else sees something in you, or when they believe in your dream? It's something when an administrator get on your side and say, you know what, I'm gonna pour $2,000 into your pocket so you can get through school. You know what, I'm gonna get in touch with a community leader because maybe, just maybe, they just need an intern. And since they done saw me, guess what? Now I'm in the right neighborhood. So I don't even need a job because now I done got an administrator and now a community leader that may be a governor, or that may be a Senate leader, or that may be a business of $1 billion industry. And you looking at your institution talking about, I don't want to be here. These teachers is nasty. Guess what? Look in the mirror and say, I'm going to make every day a good day, even though it's hell. Even though the walls might be falling off, make every day good. Even though you ready to cuss that professor out, cuss that administrator out because they don't see the changes that you see, I need you to understand you are there for a reason. They picked you, even the backstabbers, the haters, and the like.
That's good.
So tonight.
So they saw their talent. They saw your talent. Not only your gift, but your talent.
Reach.
No matter how small. Because let me just say a sidebar. It don't matter how small your talent is. If I know, granddaddy, you talking to me. Good Lord, granddaddy, you talking to me. My granddaddy would say, if you can scrub down a wall, I need you to scrub down that wall to the best of your ability. If you can talk too much in a classroom, what I need you to do is talk too much with the best of your ability. If you know how to count them stats and count them good, accountants, I need you to count them things good. If you a politician, please don't lie. Please don't be like a man that never mind, we ain't gonna go there. Don't be like a man that say black and brown people should go back to where they came from, but we just gonna leave that alone. Please don't be like them. Be better than them. But you're there for a reason. It don't matter how small it is. Do you know some of the best businesses was made out of a college dorm? College students, I need y'all to talk to me, upperclassmen. Upperclassmen, y'all ain't saying nothing to me.
We here.
All the best businesses
We
was
here. We
made
listening.
right out of a college dorm. Hey, I know some of y'all ain't gonna be with this, but you want to know where Kanye West wrote some of his best music? Might want to go check his college dorm. Hello.
Mm.
So they picked you for your talent. And they knew that they could build on this foundation. Ain't it beautiful when somebody wants to build on you? Ain't it beautiful when somebody just knocks on your door and say, you know what? I know you ain't got no food in your dorm room, but since I'm building on this foundation, I'm going to give you some food. Maybe, just maybe, you ain't got no money in your bank account. So when somebody send you about $200 to your cash app, I'm building on the foundation. Maybe, just maybe,
Say it, Charles.
that can't come to your conference and they love your leadership. So they say, I'm going to build on the foundation.
Oh man, I feel like I'm in church right now.
So they're building on it. And then if I was to tell you, it was some of your haters building on your foundation.
Reverend, don't do it tonight.
Just because they didn't want you to get the scholarship, since they running their mouth and saying they don't want you to get the scholarship, please join me for Shut Your Mouth in December. Yeah, we're going to be telling some folks to shut your mouth. Join me for that. Since the haters was talking so bad about you, they going to build on your foundations and you going to get blessings on blessings. But the last piece, they saw your ability. They saw your ability.
Take it there.
This good preaching, Charles. This good preaching. Man.
They saw your ability. And if you just see your ability, please see your ability. I don't care how small that ability is, y'all. Can I just tell my story for 5 seconds and I'm moving out the way?
Tell your story,
Go ahead.
Reverend.
Tell your story.
I hear your tone, Charles. I hear you.
Go ahead.
I was always told when I was a little boy that I talked too much. From K through 12, he talked too much. Now understand, like I told you, I didn't go to college right after high school. I was insecure about myself. But I got to community college. And I met this advisor, and you know what she said? Your talking too much is all right, because your talking too much has a person point of view. You better know what somebody is telling you that you do too much may be your ability. Oh, well, why you always want to watch nursing videos? Hello, newsflash, maybe she wants to be a nurse. Maybe he wants to be a nurse. Why you always want to watch some teaching videos? Maybe, just maybe, she or he wants to be an educator because that's the ability and gift and talent that they have. Can I tell my parents tonight, and educators and whoever else that always want to kill somebody's dream, shut your mouth. Gonna kill somebody's ability and you ain't got no blessings to give nobody. You killing dreams and hopes, but you ain't giving out no blessings. It'd be nice if you was giving, healing the sick, raising the dead, but you ain't doing none of that. But you gonna tell a student, you gonna tell your child, you gonna tell somebody that's in your classroom they can't do something. Let me tell you what you better not do. You better not put one in their face when they make it.
Say that.
Yes! Come on, Charles!
So, I'm close.
Jesse.
So what am I asking? So what am I saying? I'm glad you asked. So what am I saying? I'm saying you were destined to be at the school that you're at. Freshmen, I know the buildings may look like they ain't been remodeled since 1965. Freshmen, I know your books may not be online.
My God.
Freshmen, I know the
$200.
professor may get on your last nerves and your RHD always telling you don't come here. But you're destined to be there. You're destined to be there. And please understand that your destiny is there. Your destiny is there. So it may not have been your first choice. It may not have been your first choice. It may have been your last. If I was to keep it real for some people, you didn't even want to go to school after looking at all your choices. You said, hey, can I just take a year? Can I take a couple of years? Can I work, pay for school myself, go to prep school, something. For some of y'all, it wasn't even your choice. But your destiny is there. Your destiny is there. I need you to network. I need you to join some clubs and organizations. I need you to go to some conferences. I need you to plan your own conferences. I need you to build your own brand. And I need you to go to class because all of your destiny was there. Your destiny was there. So go get yours. Go get yours. Go get yours. Why should you want it? Go get yours. Go get yours. It's there. Your brand is there. Your networking is there. Your job is there. Your everything is there. Go get yours. And don't let nobody stop you from getting yours. I don't care if the professor want to give you an F after they done seen that you done did the work. I don't care if it's some parent or family member or friend. Please understand. Go get yours. Go be number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6 in your class. Go get yours. So make this choice your best choice. Make this choice your best choice. It may not have been the choice that you want, but please make this choice your best choice. So let's go back to something to think about. Your purpose includes your personalities, your imperfections, your gifts and talents, your abilities, most of all, your destiny. Make this choice your best choice. If y'all give us about 10, 15 minutes, thank you for listening. Thank you for your eyes and ears. Thank you for your virtual eyes and ears. If y'all give us about 10, 15 minutes, I got some more people that just joined us. So we're going to get the panel started. Go get you something to drink. Go grab you a snack. You can cut your camera off, and I'll be with y'all in about 10 minutes. I'm going to play some music. Y'all just kick back, and we're going to start the panel here shortly.
Oh.